This is question 7 in test 5, section 4 of the official SAT study guide. So this question is on page 652. Okay, so the question reads, Edna and Nancy leave the house of a common friend at the same time and walk for 4 hours. Edna walks due east at the average rate of 4 kilometers per hour, and Nancy walks due north at the average rate of 3 kilometers per hour. What is the straight line distance between them in kilometers at the end of 4 hours? So this is drawing upon a lot of different information. It's drawing upon the Pythagorean theorem, which tells us that when you have a right triangle, which you will have in this problem once you draw everything out, it tells you that the legs of the triangle, which are described as A and B, they have a special relationship with the hypotenuse, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is the Pythagorean theorem, where c is always the hypotenuse, this longest side here. They give you this equation at the beginning of every math section, so if you have trouble remembering it, you could check it out there. Okay, so you need to know that. You also need to know that distance equals rate times time. So we need to use that to figure out how far Nancy and Edna traveled. Okay, so Nancy traveled 3 kilometers per hour times 4 hours. So that means she traveled a total distance of 12 kilometers. And Edna traveled 4 kilometers per hour for 4 hours. So she traveled a total of 16 kilometers. Now, you could solve this 2 ways at this stage. You could see that you have a 3, 4, 5 special right triangle here. This is a kind of right triangle that shows up on the SAT all the time. Because for Edna's distance, it's 4 times 4. For Nancy's distance, it's 3 times 4. So then to figure out the total distance of the hypotenuse, you would just multiply 5 times 4 to give you 20. A lot of you aren't going to see that, and that's fine. You could just input 12 and 16 into the Pythagorean theorem. So 12 squared plus 16 squared equals c squared. And that would also allow you to find the hypotenuse distance of 20. So let's make some room for that and carry that out. So 12 squared gives us 144. (16 squared will give us 256. We set that equal to c squared. When you add up 144 and 256, it gives you 400. And then we want to find just c, so we're going to take the square root of both sides, which gives us the value of c as 20.